Okay. All right, guys. Welcome back to Coffee and Art in the Morning. I'm Dee Dee. This is part two for the day. We finished up, well, as far as recording, finished up drawing Miss Vicky B, and that will be uploaded here shortly to YouTube. And yeah, and I'll post a picture of it. I got to do a little bit more work on her, on the skin, and I got to sign it and all that. But I will post a picture, the finished picture, probably sometime this afternoon. And so now I wanted to, I told everybody I would show them what I got over the weekend as far as purchases. I don't want to call it a haul because it's really not a haul, but it's some purchases. So at Michael's, they had the Tim Holtz ideology. I kept it in the package so I could show y'all. And then once I show it, it's like everything's this fair game for using it. Although I have to say, I've already sent Eileen, Sister Woman, and Darcy. Darcy Glam. Some of the cards out there. It's already. I've already pulled them out and mailed them. So, but there's duplicates of them, so you'll still get the full effect. Okay, so anyway, the Tim Holtz ideology. I think these are normally like $4 or $5.99, and it was on sale for $1.99. I could not resist buying one of these for $1.99. Now I've had a couple other ones in the past and used them and made things with them or given them away. But what it is, it's like a canvas. Okay, so anyway. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good reason, Gina. That's a good reason. Oh, and Iffy, I still have not. I did. If you put your Twitter name in there, I missed it again. It's girl bye. Follow. I mean, if you're not following me on Twitter, then leave me a message so I can find you. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Eileen's going eat. So anyway, it's canvas and it's chipboard, and it comes like this in the package. It was $1.90, but look, it's a book. You just fold that up like that, and we got a little mini book. It's got holes that you can put your whatever kind of like elastic, and make it like a little faux dory type thing with elastic in there. Put the elastic through, then you can rubber band a whole set of books together. So yeah, so I got that for $1.99. But you know what I think? I'm gonna give it away. I think we'll do a giveaway. Because I don't really need another one. I got those other two leather faux dories and my two adorables. So I really don't need it, but I could not leave it there for $1.99. So I think we're going to do a giveaway. So I'll put it back in the package and do a giveaway. Yeah. Your teeth are on edge for that. Oh, that bothers. Just canvas. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if I can get this back in here. And we'll do a giveaway here in a little bit. Shh, don't tell anybody. We're going to do it. And something like this is easy to mail in an envelope, in a big, you know, manila envelope. Okay, there we go. So we'll do a giveaway for the little uh, Timmy Timmy book. Okay, you just did on Twitter. Okay, real quick then. Let me look. Let me find you, Iffy. Let me see if I can find you real quick. Did you notify me? Let's see. Oh, I follow you. Oh, well, I thought I followed you. Well, I'm following you now. Okay. I thought I followed you. Because I know your real name, Iffy. Okay, well, I'm following you now. All right, so we'll do a giveaway here shortly with that. All right, so what I got was I kept the covers just long enough to show y'all. Now I'm going to throw these away. Because I don't keep packaging anymore, but I kept it just long enough to show you guys what they were. So the first one is this smaller set. These are normally like $14.95. How's the lighting, guys? Seriously, I think. Okay, so these are normally $14.95. This little set right here. Okay, guys, hang on. I don't know. There we go. All right, come on, come to mama. Um, and it has 96 pieces in it. And there are 4x6 cards. This is something different. There's 4x6, 3x5, and two. Wait, what is it again? Good grief. There are 4x6. Yeah, 3x4. Okay, why did I say 3x5? 3x4. And then they had some little individual like cut pieces, some of which have like sewn, you probably can't see it up there. They have like stitched bits together, like a couple of pieces stitched together. And so these are normally $14.95. All Project Life was 50% off. So I got it for like $7.50. And not that I need any more Project Life, but here's my thing. They're not, I mean, everything Project Life, I don't see it being restocked at Michael's. I don't see a lot of restocking going on. I'm kind of a little bit worried about that. Not that I'll ever run out of Project Life. I have one, two, three, four, at least four, maybe five, six core kits. I'm never going to run out of Project Life cards. But am I still here? I don't see it as stopping. Somebody said I poofed. Did I poof? Or are you talking about the Project Light? I don't know. Maybe you're talking about that. Okay, let's get the light back. There we go. I might need to lighten it up a little, guys, because the sunlight is gone around over the top of the house. Okay. So I got that. Then I got another core kit. Now the core kits now, they come in these boxes. They don't come in the hard case. Now they still have a couple of those from the older ones, but the new ones, they come in these boxes now, and these plastic, just the plastic things here. They don't have the hard cases with the flip over hard box like they did. Which it doesn't, it's neither here nor there, but those boxes are nice because that's how I store my Project Life. I stack them up in those boxes on an angle, so they're really nice for storage. But I just wanted to show you what they came now. And this one is the Picturesque edition, and there's 576 pieces in it, and it's a lot of things that are photos. They're more muted colors. They're like green, gray, browns, beige. They're more muted colors. There's I think there's a little bit of yellow ochre and some orange in there, but they're more muted colors. But they call it picturesque because they're pictures. They're photos. And thanks, Vicki. And so I thought I'd just show y'all a little bit of this. The core kits are normally $29.95 for 576 pieces. And they were, again, 50% off, so I got for $15. So I just thought that was an awesome deal, and I'm just not seeing a lot of new. I'm seeing some new ones of these. I see new ones of the $14.95, these littler Project Life with the 96 in it. I see new of these, and I'm not saying, don't go out and say that Dee Dee said Project Life's going on. I didn't say that. I just wonder why they're not restocking, at least at my Michael's. They're restocking stuff like this, but I don't see much of the big core kits other than the ones that they still have on stock. Okay. All right, so I'm going to throw those away. I don't need the packaging. But anyway, so I just want to show you a little bit of what comes in these. I won't go through it literally every card, but I really like this little set because they have all the words and different. And again, I gave a big chunk of these away to Sister Woman, Darcy, and Eileen. Okay, Jess said new ones will come out in February because CHA is coming. So thank you for clearing that up, Jess. So Jess said that because CHA is coming, there are no new ones yet. Thank you, Jess. So I don't have to worry. I don't have to go out and buy every core kit that I don't have, right, Jess? Because they're going to come out with some new ones. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to flip through these particular, I'll kind of flip through these. These have like 6, I think, of each of the small ones and 2 of each of the 4x6 ones, plus a few specialty ones. And then, but these are all different. I really like these because of the words on them. So I'm going to kind of flip through these. And again, I don't have the full set right here because I've already sent some off. Don't quit your daydream. I love this. I'm going to probably put this in my first page. I gave one to, and I can't remember who I sent which ones to. I sent a big envelope to Sister Woman because she's trading with me. And I just sent a few to Eileen and Darcy because they're not trading with me. Not that I didn't mean that second sound. But anyway, so I can't remember who I sent what to. But I'm going to put this in my new, which I will show you in a minute. Like at the cover, I want to put this "Don't Quit Your Daydream." I just really love that. So I'm pulling that aside for myself. There's a few that have, yeah, the rain kit. Yeah, that one has, yeah, the purple. I don't know that I saw that one in the stores either, Sarah. I think I did a trade. It might have been with Jess. I think I traded with Jess for some rain, for purple rain. Yeah, the rain core kit. I don't think I ever saw that in stores either, but I have some because I think me and Jess did a trade. So yeah, this one is, yeah, this is the small set. Yeah, what set is it called? It's called Inspire. It's called Inspire, Jess. Yeah, Inspire. Okay, so I'll show you. There's a few that have like stitching on them, and no, that's not going to show up with my light flashed out here, but this one has stitching on it with a couple of layers of card. See how they left it loose like? Same for this one. This one says life and it has a tag and stitching and a little bit of a border there with this. That's actual stitching. Hang on, it's Hubster. He always forgets I stream on Mondays. Hello, I'm streaming. Yeah, it's Monday. Yeah, I'll do that after a while. All right, bye. Okay. And so then there's like two of each of these, and again, I gave put a lot sent a lot of them out. But this one, you can. What I like about Project Life, if y'all don't know about it, Google it. I'm not gonna I mean, I guess I could pull out one of my scrapbooks to kind of show you how I do Project Life. I do a combination of Project Life and scrapbooking, which I gotta admit I have not scrapbooked in probably months. The last time I scrapbooked was the last time I scrapbooked here. It has to be at least at what 6 months ago, um, because I haven't taken the time. I don't have the time. I've been doing portraits and streaming and everything else. Plus, I have at least 25 3-inch thick 12 by 12 binders full of scrapbook pages that I've done with the kids. Now that they're 13 and 16, I don't see him as often. Booze and Cheer, Cam's in all his engineering and art clubs. I just don't see them that often. So when I do take a few pictures of them here and there, I just don't have tons of pictures. And we're always messaging back and forth. Can you hear all the excuses I'm making? We message each other back and forth all the time with pictures. So it's like and I always back up. I cloud all my pictures. I probably have my pictures on Lappy, desktop, phone, and a hard drive and thumb drive. I've got my pictures backed up, believe me, everywhere. But I could show y'all a few, a scrapbook or two, just flip through so you can kind of see. I was trying to get to the point though. You want to see? Okay. My point is I will do 12 by 12 pages alongside of Project Life. So I do not do any kind of dated things like all know how I am about the calendar and the date and things. So anything I do scrapbook or Project Life, it's all in the same book and it's all by event. Or like if we have a birthday, we go to somewhere for a booze birthday, I'll have that in there. Nothing is, I don't have any kind of regimented, and I never have had any kind of regimented Project Life system where I have to do it every day, every week, every month, every year. I've never done that with Project Life, and I still don't. Okay, so anyway, Project Life has all different kinds of sleeves. They probably have 10, 15 different configurations where you can use the 4 by 6 and the 3 by 4 cards in different configurations. I'm just explaining this because I think everybody here knows how it works, but in case you're watching a recording and you want to know about Project Life, believe me, there's 1,000 YouTubes on it. Just YouTube or Google Project Life. So what's nice about them is they're most of the cards are double sided. There's a few that are not, that are specialty, but when they're double sided like this, one is usually vertical and then one is horizontal. So you can, depending on the configuration of the sleeves you're using, you can do either or. Okay. So anyway, this says written by on this one. I'm just going to kind of go through these real quick. Extraordinary. Again, it can be vertical or horizontal. I'm really not happy with the light now, guys. Now that the sun's gone over the top of the house or close to it, it's like really flashing everything out. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it. There we go. Maybe that'll help keep it a little bit. Um, so this says about me, again, both ways, horizontal and vertical. This one has a little bird on it. Both ways, put a bird on it. And these are all in kind of pastel colors here. Always look on the bright side. And then this one has reasons why I love you, and it's a grid. And I know the grid's not showing up. Yeah, I think this is probably not going to work on this side of the room. For the lighting reasons, because I was hoping that the sunlight would be like really good lighting, but it's kind of flashing everything out. So, okay. So yeah, they're very muted, and there's more of the color right there. So I got some hearts, some just little banners, just some lines. Never lose your sense of wonder. And then keep it simple is on the back of that one. Be forever who you are. And then it says you plus me. And it's a giant grid there that's hard to see. A time of my life. And joy. This time of my life. Or the time of my life and joy. That's two of those. All we have is now. And then today. And again, it's like gridded. Create your own adventure. And about us, a couple of those. And so those are, again, I've probably given away about half of them. So, but you get the idea. This one says right now, and it's one with the stitching. And this is a loose card. See, that's kind of awesome, right? Same for this one is explore, the little tag like sewn on. If you have any questions, put them in caps. What's Eileen doing? She being bad. Live beautifully, and then love unconditionally. And again, some are made, both ways. Some are just made one way or the other. Lose your head in the clouds. And this one has dear blank, sincerely, and blank, like a little note. You are here. Thoughts and some little hearts. Wear your heart on your sleeve. And then in my heart on the back, a couple of those. Don't worry, be happy. Choose joy. Take a leap of faith. Make a wish. A couple of those. Say yes. And then a pattern on the back. Yeah. Always look on the bright side. This and that. The pursuit of happiness. The time of my life. Anything can happen, and a little pattern on the back. Seen and heard, and a little floral gridded thing on the back. Adventure. Write it down. Find something you love and do it forever. Heart and soul. Rise and shine. Some pattern. And then this is my day and be brave. So that's that bit. And then again, these came in a little plastic box, a 3x4 box, and I just took it out. I don't need packaging. All this I'm going to take. I will get rid of this as well, and I'll show you how I store my cards. I don't even keep them by the theme after I go through them. I've just kept them in the packaging just to show you guys, but I don't keep them like that. I'll mix in my own handmade ones with the real, the actual Project Live cards. I'll show you one of my other core kits just to show you how they're stored. Okay. So then they've got all these are a few that are sewn. Never lose your sense of wonder, but it's like two cards sewn together. Okay, extraordinary. And again, it's 2 little bits sewn together. And so you've got a few of those. Take chances and a little jar there. And again, that's one that's sewn. Be forever who you are. Okay, I'm in love with today. Just a little specialty. They're all like different sizes and shapes. They're not like any particular, they're smaller than 3 by 4. So you can see. They're just cute little cards that were in a separate little box. One that says love. I am in love with today. Little cards, a little end. Create your own adventure, and some little borders. And I sent out a lot of these as well to the girls. Love, adventure, and explore. So those are, and like I said, there's more than this. So you get 96 pieces. All right, in the little. Hey, Anita K, you signed up for an exercise class. Lord help me. Well, Miss Anita K, we pray the Lord help you, hon, because you're going to need it when you start a new exercise program. Just saying. Hey, Barb. Miss Anita K. Okay, so that's the little specialty one. Then the core kit that I got, I'm not going to go through them all. I'll kind of do a little flip. But the 4 by 6 ones, and what I like about the Project Life, as opposed to other types of these Project Life type cards, I like all the rounded edges. All their cards are rounded edges, and I do have I have the crocodile corner chomper that does that exact size. So whenever I usually, not always, but I haven't done any for a while, but I chomp my own corners if I make my own cards to match that same size. So I'm just going to really quickly, guys, I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to kind of go through them a little bit. Some have words, some just have some design, some water. It's very, see, again, you can do horizontal or vertical on many of them. And there's like 2 of each of these. Except specialty ones, there might just be one of the specialty ones. And again, I gave away a lot of these, so I'm just going to kind of flip through a little bit. Grids, stripes, note to self. Here's some like flowers. And this is called picturesque. I think I said that was what it was called because they have little bits of pictures, little photograph. Like here's some brick area. Oh, I tried Zumba. I loved exercising to music, but I almost like blew out a knee trying to do Zumba. I used to do like Jane Fonda back in my 20s, back in the day. I would do like the gyms with the Jane Fonda type stuff was like really popular. If I want to exercise now, I walk. That's it. I tried Zumba, threw out my knee. No, Zumba's not for me anymore. That's just me. Miss Anita K, you go for it if you think you can do Zumba. Anyway, but I love watching Zumba. I love watching it. No, I wish I could, but I don't think my knees could take the Zumba anymore. But I do enjoy walking. Hubster always wants me to walk with him, but he walks at 4:30 in the morning and jogs. Walks and jogs at 4:30 in the morning. No, I can get up and have coffee at 4:30. I can't go walking in the cold at 4:30. I have to walk in the day, when it's like now, So anyway, I'm just kind of flipping through just so you can kind of see a few of the different patterns and whatnot. I hope it's staying enough in focus where you can see some of them. This one says super. It's kind of like a sign painted on a wall or something, like maybe it said supermarket or something. So anyway, there's like a Palace Theater. Jazzercise back in the day, yeah. Yeah, me and Jane Fonda were like this in the exercise. Back in the day. Okay, so then there's a few that are specialty ones. Like they're just like main, like your main page ones. Come what may. And, there's a polka dot, the good stuff. And then they have a few with like embossed. Let me get see the embossing there? There. See? There's a few with embossed words. Hey, Sherry. Who else I missed? Watching cooking shows. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll watch a cooking challenge. I love those cooking challenges. I don't watch like Rachel Ray where she's actually cooking something because I'm never going to cook it. But if there's a cooking show challenge, oh, I'm all over that. The end. So this is one of the core kits. I'm just restacking them. Okay, and then they basically have the same type of things. This one's like they have some embossed ones. There's another embossed, like glittery embossed silvery one. So they have quite a few of the embossed. I'm trying to capture the light where you can see. Okay. Dreamer, and then just some would have dots on it that are embossed. Celebrate again. It's got the embossed, the kind of like the shiny embossed stuff. Perfect day. And then just, there's all kinds of you are loved, hearts. And this one is kind of in gray, blue, kind of a tan brown gray, and kind of this dark tealy color. And they have where to, grids, beautiful. They got arrows and lines, and some are different and have words on the back side. So I'm just kind of doing a little bit of flip here. See, they got some calendars. Oh, question. I like art, but beginning to think I love art history of the artist. Well, hey, nothing wrong with that either. Oh, did you see, speaking of art history and things like that, did you see that link I posted from the Getty on Twitter, Anita K? Julie Topaz saw it and she said, "Oh, I love this. Thanks for sharing this." And the Getty retweeted her comment. Anyway, I follow the Getty ever since Cam and Logan when they were at the Getty in California, a couple months ago, and they did the sketching in the sketching room and all that. And I followed the Getty and I posted that, and the Getty really liked those pictures of Cam and Logan sketching. So anyway, they followed me back. So anytime I always see them posting cool things. Well, what they posted, and what I'm getting at, Anita K, is they posted a virtual library. And okay, you saw it. Okay, they posted a virtual library. So if y'all don't follow the Getty Museum on Twitter, they have some awesome stuff. Just saying. Okay, so Hello Adventure. All kinds, just kind of things like that. And then they have, words and pictures on both sides and grids. So you get the idea. So there's like, how many did I say? 900 or something. So how I store my project life, and I will fix this one up too, either if not in this box, I gotta have something to focus on here, guys. It's really flashing out. This is how I do them. Let me see. Let me pull this one out here. So I got like a whole bunch of these. I stack them up like this. And it can be more than one core kit. It can be just my blank cards before or after I edge them. So this is how I store them, like this. I stand them up. And then some core kits have the kind where they'll close up. I mean, like little booklets like. So I fold all those up. I put those all in here. So this is how I store them. And I have 4 on my shelf plus probably a whole nother core kit. So I don't think I'm going to get any more in these boxes that I've already got full because I got 4 of these. And this was another one that was really fun. And I've used a bit of it. I don't remember. It was in one of the small $14 ones, but they have like these overlays. Oh my gosh, I love these overlays. The chipboard chipboard. They're like little chipboard overlays that you can put over pictures or over the cards or just put them. And then they have some plastic ones like this to put in the sleeves just to have like a little variation of texture. And anyway, I love those too. So this is how I store my Project Life because I'm a flipper. I like to flip. If it's stacked like this, I won't do it. I won't use it. If I can flip through it like this and pick something out, I will use it. So that's how I store my 12 by 12 paper, my cardstock, everything is up on end where I can flip it. So, well, I don't know about that. You were here, Miss Anita K. You were at my house. So what I liked about these boxes is, let me just show you. So these boxes were hard boxes like this, and then of course you can't see, I can't close it because of the, but you can see it had a hard chipboard box with a lid on it. So what I do with these is I'll turn them on end, I'll turn the lid backwards, and then I can kind of like stack it up so that it's kind of like leaning a little bit. Like, let me see if I can. See how it's leaning on the box? So that like faces me. Anyway, but now they're just putting them in these plastic things. So anyway, that's my Project Life. And again, I'll do a mix of 12 by 12 pages with the Project Life. So let me grab a couple books real quick because someone said they wanted to see. Let's see, are they in here? Okay, I have to go in the other room because I moved them all in the other room. Hang on. Okay, let me bring a couple of them in here and show you a couple different ways. And then I want to show y'all how I've got me a new binder organized. I think I'm going to have to close that window and turn on lights. It's really flashing out and giving me a sun glare now. Anyway, I started me a new binder for, anyway, so I'll show you that too. All right, so let's see. I think I'm going to have to raise the camera because the book won't flip. It's too low. So hang on, guys. If you get dizzy, look away a minute. Hang on. Oh, the cord came undone. Just a second. One moment, please. Let me fix the camera again. Just look away if it makes you dizzy because the books are 12 inches high and there's not that much space here. All right, let me close the blind and turn on the lights and see if that'll work. Hang on, guys. Oh, it's always a lighting issue. Let's try that. And refocus the camera. Okay. So, let's see here, guys. Let me fix this. All right, let me back up. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, I'm tethered. Hang on. Look away if you get dizzy. You gotta move it back. All right. There we go. All right. Okay, let's try this. There we go. All right, let's move a little BB out of the way. All right, so I'm at the end of the table here now, so I have room for, come on, camera. So I have room to open the book. Okay, yes, Bridgeton. All right, then we'll do a giveaway. All right, so a couple different ways that I do my 12 by 12 books is one, I have one specifically for just like random things, okay? I don't even have a picture in this one. But I probably have 20 to 25 of these books. they're you can see 2 inches thick. Some are, I actually have some that are 3 inches thick and 12 by 12. I don't think that's even going to be big enough to, I'll have to be careful with the camera. This is one that I just took out. I usually keep a framed picture. Well, I shouldn't say just took out, a few months ago. I'll put a 12 by 12 in a 12 by 12 frame, and I usually keep one of Annie and Logan's, and Dan in their picture. Then I keep one of Boo and Cam in another frame, one on either side of a window downstairs. And so I just took this one out not too long ago to switch them out. So, but this is a kind of a style that I have. This is kind of like my style of 12 by 12. I know, I'm trying to be careful, Lindsay Whimsy. So just so you can kind of see the style, I'm not going to probably explain every single picture to you. You probably wouldn't care. It's just going to sound like Nana bragging on the grandchildren. And I just kind of want to show you the scrapbook style. So we'll just kind of like do that for a minute. The Christmas card I sent you was a Louisiana. Oh, yes. Okay, I did get that. Is that what you were asking me, Iffy? Yeah, I got a Christmas card. Okay, when you said Happy Mail, I wasn't thinking Christmas card. I did get the Christmas card, and I did sign it, by the way. I did notice that you forgot to sign it. So I did put your name on it. I got it. I can't get to it right now because of the, I got the tripod blocking my shelf right there. But yeah, I did get it. Okay. Yeah, it's on the, did you see the picture I posted? I took a picture of all my Christmas cards that you guys sent me on a wall. I have it on a door downstairs. Yeah. So anyway, this is the kind of the style. It's kind of a humble jumble mixed up, it's really not, it's not any one thing. I'll go more by color than I will item. So in other words, like I like the yellow, the teal, and the gray in this case. So I went for things that, like a piece of lace here was gray, a blue heart, a yellow camera. So you can see it's like, that's kind of like, I go more by just making the color combination look good rather than caring what individual little chipboard or little item that I use. Yes, it is Lindsay Whimsy, the fourth. So, okay, so anyway, and then I've got some twine going around. Anytime you put twine, you want to tape it on the back because it'll get loose. And now remember, this one's not in a sleeve right now, but they're usually always in a sleeve. But I just took it out of the frame. And I love these little dividers here. So anyway, this one is kind of like a hodgepodge. So this is how I'll do my scrapbooks. They may have just pictures. They may have different size sleeves. I might put hang on, I froze. I might have just a small sleeve. And again, Project Life has tons of different sizes of sleeves, but it doesn't even have to be Project Life. I'll put whatever kind of sleeve in there that I want. This one just is a not even a Project Life sleeve, okay? Then this one is a Project Life sleeve. And then this one's a big Project Life sleeve, okay? But then I'll put, sometimes there's no pictures on the back. Sometimes there's pictures on the back. Sometimes it's more cards and less pictures. Sometimes there's more pictures and less cards. I just do whatever. Here's a 8.5 by 11 picture in just a Staples sleeve, okay? So I'm just going to flip through. These were from, this was 3 years ago. This was when Cam was 13. He's 16 now. And I'm not big on journaling. If I want to journal, I usually put it on the back or, just some dates. So you can see it's all different kinds of, I'll fold one up if I'm kind of halfway done with it. There's an 8.5 by 11. There's a 12 by 12. So a 12 by 12 right next to one that goes together, but they may not go together. See, that doesn't bother me. So it doesn't bother me if, like this, in this case, they go together. It was a pumpkin. They went out looking for a new pumpkin. And again, you're not going to be able to see all these little pictures. The pumpkin patch 2013. It could go together, but it may not. That doesn't bother me. All I want is the events. Okay. Yeah, he has. And so see, there's a couple pictures on the back. I don't care if it's blank. Doesn't bother me. That just does not even bother me at all. Here's Annie and Logan out getting some ice cream or something. I'm trying to get the glare off. And these two go together. Then there's nothing on the back of that. This one has partial pictures. So you see, it doesn't bother me to have some things not totally unrelated to this. It's a hodgepodge. I don't care. I don't mind that at all. Let me kind of get that right there. That doesn't bother me at all. Okay. So just so I can flip through, you can kind of get an idea. So this one just got all kinds of chipboard and string and bits and splatters and torn up papers and, you know, a little bit of everything. These right here, I call this extra. These were some pictures that I did back when 2Ps was around. They had some contest during CHA. And these were some of the ones I did for the CHA contest. I actually won. I think it might be in this one. I don't know. I actually won one of their contests and won a box of product. That was awesome. So anyway, we had, this one was like use 5 nature themes. So I did my feet in sand. I was a nature gnome, rocks, sky, flowers. So it was just like, that was a contest. Oh, this is the one. This is the one that I won the contest with. And I just called it Life's Little Leftovers. And what this was, the strips off, let me see. The strips off the bottom of the paper, the little barcode and the name of the company, I just bratted those onto a piece of cardstock and tucked in all kinds of leftover tags and string and ribbon. And I just tucked in all the different little bits on top of all the product labels and just put all, like, whatever leftover. Look, the L, I had to make my own L. So it was just like leftovers. So thanks, Vicki. I'm kind of flipping quick because I just want you to get the idea. I'm not really trying to like explain the whole, you know, everything here. Then this was some Hubster pictures when he was a baby. So I put those in here. This was in 1959, Hubster. Look how, bless his heart. I told him he needed to eat that fish he got. So there's Hubster and his brother, 2 of his sisters, 2 cousins. So anyway, I did the, you know, because this looks like a, you know, the old time vacation and the old bottle caps and the little vintage trailer, vintage campers and all. And they would go to Savannah every summer. And then after I did this, I thought, oh my gosh, that looks like bird poop. Like pigeons flying over, or not pigeons, seagulls. Like seagulls flying in the beach over here. I said, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that when I splattered that. It looks like seagulls. Anyway, so you can kind of see I just do it whatever. And then these were for a contest. I used Boo and one of my nieces as you know, for the contest. But again, these I used backgrounds. I think actually one was a contest and one I did on here. It's all painty background. We painted our own background. And then this is Boo. That's when she got her new cheer shoes. And it's just like, you know, a little bit of whatnot cheer stuff. Yeah, well, seagulls are on the beach. Yeah. And then I wanted to put some of my little drawings in there. So I got some of that. Here's some Love This pages. I did some ATCs and some Mona Lisa theme. I just did a whole, and you can also, if you don't want to do just photos, you can make your own ATCs and or art cards, whether they're 2.5 by 3.5, or if they're 3 by 4, whatever size, you can still do the same idea of making your own little art cards, and you can make you a whole binder full of just your art cards. Okay, reminds me of when seagull splash. Yeah. This is when DFP Deb, she's Artisology. I know y'all probably know her. Artisology Deb on YouTube. And she's the one that gifted me my cameo. So the day I got it, I just immediately plugged it in and tried to figure out how to use it. It wasn't hard, but then I did a scrapbook page thanking her and pictures and the little gift card that came with it. This is my very first cuts on my Cameo. And there's a picture of the Cameo. I named her Majesty Camille. So I did a thank you, Deb scrapbook page thanking her. Then I got some just different things, some flower pictures that I've taken at the botanical gardens. These are some just, again, art cards. I think we did these when Darcy Glam was here one time a couple years ago, and we made these while she was here. I think that's when she was here. So these are just some little, again, just a bunch of hodgepodge of stuff. It's got a little, stick pin and button and lace and pearls and little bits of paper and a pocket. So you can do all kinds of things. It doesn't have to be just your scrapbook pages. I mean, just photos. You can intermix them with other things. There's a picture of just Cam just randomly stuck in there. There's a picture of Boo. Here's Hubster. This is my favorite picture of Hubster right there. That's Hubster. And then some Christmas pictures in there. So this is just like a random book. Again, it's all the same time frame, other than the Savannah picture, of course. But it's about the same year, but it's not in any kind of dated order. It's not in any kind of what do you call it? Like, it's not sequential. It's not a sequential book. All right, so there's that. So let me just kind of quickly, I'll just kind of flip through just so you can get some ideas of some pages. Again, I just called this one my Project Life. And on this book, I was trying to do just events and kind of like more specialized events. But again, it wasn't necessarily sequential. But I'd put like one of my art cards. I made me a little silhouette cutout, my Project Life. This is my picture that I use of myself on my business cards and all that. So it's just, and then here's a little one. Here's an 8.5 by 11. So you can just see it's all kinds of just different pictures. And I will use the same picture again. Like this picture is the same as this picture. And I use the same picture again because I like the picture. I wanted to do a different theme. So I'll use the same picture. Yes, random scrapbooking. Random scrapbook. So here's a smaller page with Project Life. So you can see here's some small pictures. I repeated the pictures. These are repeats. So you can repeat them. And this is when he first got his new glasses. And so, yeah, this is another time at the beach. Again, look at the back. There's no pictures back there. So this is when we went to the Dolly Museum in St. Pete. So I have two photographs here. Two photographs of, this one has me, Cam, and Boo. This one has Cam and Boo. And all the rest are postcards, business cards from the Dolly, logo thing, the map. So it doesn't have it can be anything. Think of it as like a junk journal where you just put a little everything and you don't worry about the dates. Know what I mean, Vern? Hey, Cable Claire. Anybody else? Sandy Chick? Anybody else popping in? Cindy W. We're taking a little scrapbook tour here. A little detour, I should say. A little detour. So I just want to see, look, nothing on the back here, one picture. Then an 8.5 by 11, some just random ones. So you can see some are more complicated and like more artsy. Some just have like real simple, just pictures stuck on Project Life cards. So, and then there's nothing on the back. That just doesn't bother me. This one I did for the 2Ps. This was a 2Ps doodle challenge. So it's all doodly stuff that I did on there. Just all different. Some pool, this just doesn't, it's kind of plain. Some pool pictures. Oh, this is one of my favorite pictures though, right? This one right here. Well, actually all these. Let me show you these. This is when her daddy was helping her do some cheer. Well, I did a whole page on it here. But this is when her daddy was helping her do some cheer flips. So you can see. I love that. Oh, and then there's me and Denise and Boo right there. I don't know. This is when she got one of those scooters. Anyway, but this one I did for a two-piece challenge as well. And I just called it Fly because they're called flyers when they're the top girl, I mean, girls on the top that do all the flips and everything in the air. They're called flyers. So I just put a whole bunch of Project Life cards here. They're just the cards, nothing on them, just the cards with dates and a couple of names or whatever. A piece of jewel that I got that at the Scrapbook Expo that year. And then again, there's Boo doing her different flips in the air. So, thanks, Gary. And then I use for sequence. There's trends. Trends come and go. Like sequence was a trend, so I use sequence on a lot of pages for a while. Here's Boo with her brother's glasses on. So I called this my brother's peepers. I just love that. So this was 2013, and there's Boo with her brother's glasses on. So that's my brother's peepers. So yeah. And I print all my own pictures as well. So I can print them any size. I can print them big, small. Here's just a couple, small little bit. I went and had lunch with Boo at school that day. Here's her with some different hairstyles. Just all kinds of stuff. Again, see the backs? That's one nice thing about having pretty Project Life pages on the back or cards. You don't have to put anything on the back. So, yeah. These are her and her cheer girlfriends. So we did these. Actually, these cards right here, the ones that Darcy Glam, when she was here, she made these for me. And so I just I cut little pictures down, and so you can see how dimensional they are. So we made our own like little art cards to use for pictures. So I did a set of those. I just printed the pictures tiny. Oh, I think I just got a package delivered. They usually ring the doorbell, but they didn't. Okay. So anyway, again, just all kinds of little, I might put a picture on a card. Let's see if I can get that. Can't get it out. There we go. So this one has a little like feather, and so sometimes I like black and white. I know, right, Vicki? Sometimes I just like black and white pictures, and then that's a little, one of y'all had sent me a little feather. Let me get it back in there. And sometimes, look, I just printed a partial face. So, it's just whatever. I just like doing whatever. Here she is. There's her and her daddy on the motorcycle. Just, I'm just flipping here. These are all from 2013. And then sometimes I'll just do one big picture. This is when she was school president, not class president, school president that year, sixth grade. I think she was school president. Here's where she was digging out one of those cement. There's dinosaur bones in those cement. Well, not real dinosaur bones, but they make these kits where they're in cement. And the dinosaur bones are in there, and you have to chip them out like an archaeologist. Comes with little goggles and all that. So she's chipping out some dinosaur bones then. And then there's the both of them. And then this is just some pretty, I just like these Halloween candy papers. Here's where we did pumpkin carving. And this is one of the first times that I used my Cameo in 2013. I cut this out here. Of my Cameo, and then this is when they're all doing pumpkin carving. All this is my practice with my Cameo, cutting that out. Then I just have some little leaves, some little bits of paper, some orange and white string. You could put candy wrappers in the little pockets, whatever. Here's where we are all doing pumpkin carving. They have all their friends over out in the front yard. We were all out there pumpkin carving. So, I don't know. This is probably really boring, but I'm just giving y'all some ideas. Here's one Cam. He always does his own makeup. He's awesome. When he went out to LA, and they had this last time, Hubster and him go to LA every year for the grandfather grandson trip. And so they went out and they visit Annie, my other daughter, out there and lives in LA. And they went to a Halloween costume party, and he did himself all up, and everybody was commenting, "You have a job out here in Hollywood because you're so good at it." You know, Cam, of course, made Cam feel awesome. So here's a little page here with a big page right next to it. So let me just put that in here. But I wanted to show you his makeup. He drew all that. He hand drew all that. Look, all that's all paint right there. And then there's his. And then there's two of his friends right there. They're all zombies that year. But then I found this picture. a very a very skelly day is what I call this one. A very skelly day. Then Thanksgiving. And then just some random pictures and some Christmas pictures, going to the tree farm. Christmas pictures, Christmas pictures, Christmas pictures. Did I mention Christmas pictures? And then these are some, like this, my grandma passed away a couple years ago. I don't want this to come all out, but I think it might. Let me try to just do this. So there's my mom and grandma. And, I'm sure some of y'all probably remember this kind of stuff. This. So every now and then, if I find something like that, just kind of reminds me of my mom or grandma, I'll print it out like that. Oh, so thanks, Lynn. Yeah, it's kind of more like of a memory book than an actual scrapbook because some of it's scrapping, some of it's not. Here's my mom with her new garden bench. Here is Ken, Mom's husband. They both got married when I think they were in their 70s. Both, my dad and his wife had passed away, and so they met at church and got married. I think they've been married 9 years now, and they were in their 70s when they got married. Anyway, he's making her a potting bench. And then this is Grandma's memorial here. Then this is my niece. This is more of my Texas family. Here's some little bits of Savannah from 2007. I have a Post-it note on here because I did not have the date on these older pictures. So I wanted to put dates on those. So anyway, here's one of Cam's old drawings when he was probably, I don't know, how old was he there? 10? I think he drew that when he was 10. He did a lot of manga stuff. See, there's another one of his little drawings there. So, yeah. So then I have all their school pictures. Boo, Cam, their school pictures like that. So, anyway, so you can see. Oh, and then also, one more thing. You still have that salt and pepper shaker, Mickey. So, I love this scrapbook page, this paper. So I cut it up to fit the 4x6 because the scrapbook paper is 12 by 12. I love that sheet of paper. Did my camera just, hang on guys, I think it just, hang on, the leg just kind of went down. Hang on guys, let me fix my camera again. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. I know people don't like shaky, but sorry. Let me kind of back that up. So anyway, I just cut the 12 by 12 sheet of paper and put it in the book because I liked it. And same for this one with a kind of coordinating one in there like that because I love that 12 by 12 paper. So if you really like a sheet of paper, then save that sheet of paper. Oh, so anyway, I'll make this really quick here. Maybe then we can do something else if y'all want. I just thought somebody asked to see how I did my scrapbooking. And again, I haven't really done it lately. All right, one more real quick one, and then we'll go on to something else. I'll probably save this as a separate video because it's already an hour. Okay, so again, this is when he was 14. So anyway, I just kind of here's another, this is a better example of like a kind of the junky kind of page that I like. Nothing really goes. I mean, I have a bingo, I have a mustache, I have a little bird, I have a happy heart, I have some bicycles, I have a camera, I have some string, I have some washi tape, but it's all because of the color. So it's teal, gold, tan, brown. So that's what I made this page with little bits of scrapbook paper down here based on the color. Yeah, based on the color. This is one of my favorite pictures of Denise and Annie right there. Again, this is probably something I took off the wall, you know. There's Annie and Dan glamping. They go glamping every year. Sister Woman would love this one. But anyway, so they go glamping, and then there's just some random small ones in here. Some of these, if I come off the ring there, so you can just kind of see. So it's just all kinds of, some have backs and fronts, some don't. That you can see the different kinds of cards that I've used. This one just has like two pictures. Okay, so some of them did come out of the ring here. Hang on. The ring got a little, I don't know, whatever. Here's when Logan was visiting me. I think this was 2 years ago. And so that's him leaning. He's asleep on my shoulder. So you can just kind of see. There's my mom and grandma. Mom page. These are my Mother Day pages. This was after Grandma passed away. And so I did like a tribute to her, and you can kind of see it's got a little bit of a glare. Glamping, Jess, is like glamour camping. It's kind of like having a little resort in the woods. It's glamour camping. It's called glamping. There's my sister, there's Mom and Ken, there's a Hubster and Annie. So yeah, just a little bit. Then I also have some cheer pictures of Boo. Most of my cheer pictures are not scrapbooked like this. I just have I need to print them out though. I do need to print out more Boo cheer pictures. So anyway, you can kind of see it's just a little bit of all kinds of random stuff. Mom and Ken, this is when they came to visit at Christmas a couple years ago. I love this picture right here. This is just all the paper. This is the paper and a couple of pretty, some bling and some flowers and just family time. This was 2015. So anyway, guys, so you can kind of see some of that's that. So I just have tons of these kind of books. That's how I scrapbook. Okay, so real quick, let me kind of show you what, excuse all the squeaky chair. Let me pull up the idea notebooks here. Let me see if there's any more questions on glamping. Okay, so what time is it? Okay, we'll get this wrapped up pretty soon. We didn't do any projects today, really. I mean, we did finish Miss Vicky, but that was like finishing a project. But I guess it was still a project. It was finishing a project. So I just thought we'd talk a little. Oh, I got to do a giveaway. Let's do that first. I just saw it sitting here. I completely forgot. I'm glad somebody did not remind me. We're going to give away. Okay, so my camera is crooked here. Okay, and it does have a glare. So anyway, I got this little Tim Holtz Ideology canvas book, and it does flat, it opens up. This is the spine, and it has the holes in it, so you can put some elastic through it. Maybe I should enclose some elastic. Let's see. Hang on, guys. Okay, let's enclose some of this green. I'll just put this whole bit in there, whatever's left of this. So whoever wins it can like make a little elastic um, Midori, faux Midori. So I'm going to put some of this elastic, stretchy elastic string in here so you can make your own signatures. Okay? Whoever wins it. Carrie, are you here to help me? All right, I'm trying to get that string in there. Get in there, string. So if y'all know how it works, I'm going to take my time and tell y'all again. I think everybody knows. But how it works is, let me get a piece of paper. Let me get a piece of paper. I need to go check my front porch. I might have a package. It might be Angie Bell's. I need to go check real quick. All right. Well, let me do the giveaway. All right. So we're going to put in a number. Don't do it yet. Thanks, Carrie. Don't put it in yet. Wait till I type in the word go. When you see me type in a red go, or just a go if it's not in color, put in a number between 1 and 100. Okay? The person closest without going over will win this. I'm going to do a random.org. I'll do it on the iPad because it'll show up better. One number only. Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. Let me find my iPad. Where did I put my iPad? Because it was when you do something, I don't know why it is, but when I do something on the phone, my iPhone, it flashes out the camera. But it doesn't flash out the iPad as badly. It just still kind of does, but not as bad. So let me go to, I haven't put in go yet. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, so let me go to random.org. All right, it's kind of flash. I'll wait till I put the when we do the generating. Okay, because see how big it is. We can do. Well, it is flashing it out now. It wasn't doing it the other day. All right, so yeah, one number only. Thank you, Vicki. If you don't want it, don't put in a number. Oh my goodness. All right, let me pull back my lighting here. Come on back. Come on back, lighting. Everybody has plenty of time. I haven't generated a number yet. We'll do that in a minute. Everybody put their number in, and then I will type in stop. When I type in stop, that's it. No more numbers. So you have like a minute or something. So just take your time. It's okay. We know there's a lag. So, yeah, it's no big deal. It's not a big thing. It's just a little, it's just a little booklet. It's no big deal. It's just a little fun for the group. Hey, Mac. Did you put in a number, Mac? Everybody put in one number only. Hey, Whippy. Anybody else I might have missed? So yeah, everybody get their number in. Everybody get their number in. Okay. I'm waiting till I see no numbers. Hey, Denise. Anybody else I missed? Thanks everybody for being here. I'm going to wait till I see no more numbers and I'm going to put in stop. There's no easy way to do a giveaway here. There really is no easy way. All right, I'm not seeing any more numbers. Okay, stop. All right, so here we go. I'm going to put in, it's between 1 and 100. I'm going to hit generate and we'll see what comes up. Maybe we'll see it. All right, so here I go. I'm going to hit generate, and the result is 19. Hey, there it is. There's the number, 19. Closest without going over to 19. 19. The number is 19. Let me get the flashback here. Okay, so if y'all will help me look back, scroll back, first person closest to 19 without going over. And we all look together. Oh my goodness. I'm scrolling too. Okay. I see an 11. I see a 17. Cindy has 17. Cindy W. Okay. So Cindy W had 17. So Cindy W, I'm going to send it to you. Cindy W. Okay. Did she acknowledge that she saw? Did she see us? Okay. Thanks, Carrie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have Cindy W's address, unless she's moved. Anytime you guys move, if you still want Happy Mail or birthday cards, you have to let me know, because I use the last known address. You're welcome, Cindy. Okay, so as you'll know, all right, you know what I think I'm going to do? Let me go ahead and move all my colored pencils. I'm going to keep these separate, the ones I'm using on Miss Vicky B, because I still have a little bit more skin to finish on her. So I want to keep those pencils out. Then I'm going to finish up her picture today and post it sometime today. Okay. All right. So let me just making some room here, because I'm on a smaller table here by the light, which now is like I'm just using lamplight again. So I don't know. Okay. So I'm crunching again. Let's hang on. My camera did kind of move again. Hang on. All right. Let me straighten her up. Straighten her up. Okay, so y'all know that I've done a show before on it, on my idea notebook. Okay, it is huge. It's got lots of ideas. But to tell you the truth, I haven't had time. Wait, let me get some of this stuff out. I threw a few things in here extra. Let me move some of the stuff out of here. I haven't had time to really add to it or even really use it, because I've been so busy with the ideas that I already have going. So, but it's always good to write them down. I always tell you, write it down. And I have my Fedora, my Adorable. Here, let me reach over here and get that. I have my Adorable from Sister Woman that I write down ideas in. This is kind of like, these are like my go-to lists and ideas that I use like on a daily basis. But if I want to keep track of them, especially if we're going to do different classes or different themes or different topics or different projects or whatever, I have the big Mama Jamba babies. Yes, too many ideas, not enough time. But I write them down. Because here's the thing, a couple things. One, if you write it down, you'll always have that idea. Number two, you will forget. You will forget that idea if you don't write it down, especially if you're a person like probably all of us that have so many ideas. Not only will we never get to all the ideas, we will never remember them all. But if you write them down, you will at least have them. You will have them in your grasp. So this is the one that I've shown before that I, have divided up by topics. I'm not going to go through I'll tell you the topics, but I'm not going to go through every page. Okay. But basically I'm not going to say basically. But fundamentally, what I'm going to do is kind of pare it down into a smaller three ring binder. And by smaller, I just mean more not concise, not compact, more, more what I'm going to use. Okay, this big one here is like everything you can put in these. Although I still have two of these to transfer the ideas from here into here, which I haven't done yet for the year. But I'm just going to tell you the main topics here. So if y'all want to write down, so I've already done this notebook. I've shown it and we've talked about it. We've done a little bit of mind mapping in it and all that. But if you want to, for instance, like Sister Woman said, or Darcy over on Saturday on their show, um, if y'all don't follow Scrappy Camper Sisters, either on Ustream or their blog, they are doing a project called Come Clean 2016. They have a Facebook group. So if you're interested in organizing your supplies, your art room, your life, if you want to get organized, that's the name of their group. And so even they said that, this is an idea to keep your pages in. They did give a free PDF on chipboard and what to do with it, how to store it, what to do with it, how to use it. And they're going to do a whole bunch, like a whole book. And I think it's just going to be a nominal fee to have that PDF. I have not gone over to the blog to see if it's up yet. Does anybody know if the book is available yet? Because I am going to purchase it because I want to help promote them. But I don't know if their PDF book, their ebook, is available yet. Okay, let's see. So made a duck door, especially for writing down all your. It would be nice to do at home some point. Yes, exactly. That's the idea. To write it down, even if you know you will probably never get to it, but you don't want to lose that idea. And it's also a good place to write down if you get an idea. For instance, if I got the idea for the chipboard thing from Scrappy Camper Sisters, I could file it under chipboard with their information, their group, their blog name, and all that. And it just takes a second to write it down, even if you just write it on Post-it notes. And are the adorables the exact height of the books you put in them? I don't know what books, Sarah. I made my own signatures. I made my own signatures for my adorable. So I don't know what books you mean. So, because I made my own signatures in my adorable. So even if you just write it down on Post-it notes and then stick it in under the tab that fits it, that is filing it away for use. Okay? Yeah. Thanks, Carrie. Yeah, it's scrappycampersisters.blogspot.com, or you can follow them and the Come Clean 2016 group on Facebook. And Sherry is secretary, so if y'all need to ask any questions about it, just ask Miss Sherry. I don't know if she's still here. Okay, you haven't seen the new blog post yet. Okay, because they were saying that was going to be like over the weekend or this week. So, but anyway, they're going to have a ebook, and they already did one PDF for free worksheet, so you could kind of like get an idea what all's going to be in it, and probably won't be much. So, anyway, you can put those ideas in here. Your book does not have to be 3 inches thick. Okay. I also use the Project Life tabs, which are 12 inches long, and I just cut down the ends. I just cut the ends off a little to make it 11. So they still, the 3-hole punch in the big 12 by 12 Project Life books or scrapbooks, whichever you want, the big 12 by 12 books, they are all punched the same as your standard 3-ring binder. This is just a 3-ring school binder that I just decorated myself, as is this one. Okay. The free PDF is on their blog, right? But I meant the whole ebook. Yeah. You made an idea notebook a couple of months ago, and you'll YouTube it. Oh, good. Yes, my fairy treasures. Oh, you know what I was going to do after I did the giveaway? Let me go run down and make sure that, because I just saw my fairy treasures and it reminded me that that could be my package that she sent. So hang on. I need hot coffee anyway. Let me get that glare off of there. There's a glare. I can't get rid of the glare. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me go get some hot coffee and check to see if they left a package on my porch. One moment, please. Okay, it was not a package. So I was kind of surprised anyway because my mailman doesn't come. I did have to put my Happy Mail in the box though. So okay. I catch my breath with my hot coffee. Huh. I got my lap showing here. Okay, let's back this up. I think my camera slid again while I was gone. Oh gee. I gotta get me a new tripod. I really gotta get a new tripod. Hang on, guys. We'll get it back here. Okay. So, any questions? Okay. All right, so back to the idea notebook. I've done a show on this already, so I'm not going to go in depth, but I'll just tell you the topics. So again, I start with a lot of, I have plastic sleeves where I'll keep pictures, cardstock, pretty things out of magazines. And again, I know I've shown you 100 times, but in case. So I have one of these. This is just a plastic, it's all sleeves. It's just a book of sleeves. And I'll keep things like out of the Flow magazine or whatever, kind of just pretty magazine pictures. And I just keep those in here. But I do keep a few. I will keep a few in, this is all tucked in the book. Just to make it pretty. All right, let's get this back together. And I also started some of the new ones out of the New Flow magazine in the new book. So you might recognize her. She was out of the Flow magazine. And then I went ahead and took out all my they're bookmarks / cards of famous people that came with stickers and envelope, quotes and all that. I did go ahead and take them all out, and I'm going to use them. So the first two I used was my Mona and my Frida that Miss Martha sent me. I'll show you all the other ones I have as well. But anyway, so I just put my Muse Mona right there on the cover. And it's just one of these, binders from Staples. I did put a little picture of some glue there. So I'll show you the new one here in just a minute. So the old one, which is, got full of, ideas, I'm going to like break this down, break it down to a little bit more for me to use it better. And then whatever I break down out of this, I'm going to put in my new one. Again, I like to make lists, collect ideas, notes, and all that kind of stuff. But as long as it's not dated, I just do not do well with calendar dating. So, hi, Di. Anybody else coming in? Yeah, as long as you got something, and we've all shown the different kinds of journals, junk journals, planners, sketchbooks, composition books, small books, large books, got the giant moly, got the small molies. So, I mean, just whatever works for you. I did do one to, other than my carry around adorable, which is right here. Okay, my adorable. I just put together this one for the new year, which involved all the little flow journals, the pack of four. And I already had a fifth one from one of the magazines from a year or so ago. So I just made my own um, a, Midori with my elastic string, my own signatures, with one of those journals in each of the signatures. I showed this last week. I won't go through it again. But so, anyway, real quick, I will keep all kinds of here's some just little plastic sleeves where you can keep things. I love these dividers from Project Life. Again, I just had to cut them down a little shorter because they're made for the 12-inch long. The rings are all the same, but they're just a little bit longer to fit the 12-inch binders. So I just cut them out to use them. I have some of the things that y'all sent me in here. I got to make these slides from Blondie. So, okay, so here's the different topics. I'm just going to kind of go through them quickly and just tell you that I have a tab for every one. Okay, and I've gone through this. I'm not going to go through all this again. I'm just going to quickly read the topics. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for instance, in this one I've got supplies and tools. All right, I will keep that kind of thing in here. Techniques I'll probably put in here, but color I'll probably move over to here. Now, when I say move, I won't take my binder apart. I won't take the tabs out of here. I'll just kind of like transfer the ideas of the color into the other book, just so that I have the stuff that I'm really going to use the most for this year in this binder, okay? But it's going to have some of this plus some new things. But that doesn't mean I won't use this. I'm going to leave this together, okay? Let's just put it that way. I'm going to leave this together with these ideas, but I'm going to take out certain of these themes and incorporate them into the new binder for more practical use, because techniques, tips and tricks, or tools and supplies, I'm not going to use that like every day in the year or even every month or every week. But I want to keep those ideas. I don't want to lose those ideas, but it's not something that I need to keep track of or know or think about all the time. Does that make sense? Whereas color, like my color combinations, my design seed combos, things like that, that I'll use on a more of a daily, weekly, monthly basis, I want to keep that kind of stuff more in my current one. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. The other thing that's good to keep on hand is Eileen only writes down her grocery list. The other thing too about that I'd want to keep with like the color and stuff that I would, oh, I think I just said that. Okay. So, topics, words, and themes. I'm always using topics and words in my, even if I don't actually put a word or a topic or a quote or something in a piece of art, those things inspire me. Um, word combinations. Like I have a whole bunch of sections in here on mixing up different combinations, like a person, place, and thing. I've already gone through how, mind mapping that and some other techniques for generating fresh new ideas. Um, those kind of things I'll use more on a daily basis. But I still want to keep them in here, but I'll probably want to draw from them, pull out the main things that I'll be using and put them in my other binder. Okay, so does that make sense? So yes, I love to make lists, bullet journal, and mind map. Those are my favorite things to do. Okay, so here's the 10 topics, and I left room for two more, which I still haven't added to those topics. But here's the 10 topics that I have in this book. And again, it's all divided out in tabs, numbered, and again, I'm not going to go through all this, but I'm just going to tell you the topic themes. First off is my art, my main art. Like, and that when I say mine, I just mean, who your art, whatever. If you're doing this kind of thing, you want to concentrate on your main thing. Maybe one or two, but you don't want, I even have main and second. Okay. You could have your main and second and then other, but the things that you want to focus on, the focus of your main thing. Like right now, I mean, I love doing my art cards, my collage cards. I really want to do more of my fantasy animals this year, but I've been really busy with portraits. So right now, I mean, my main thing is doing portraits, but I do want to start doing more of my fantasy art posters because I do want to put those on Society 6. And but I have to keep up with my commission, which is what, that's pays. My portraits what's pays. Now, if I put animal my animal fantasy animal posters and things like that on Society 6, then I can maybe do less portraits. Not that I don't mind doing portraits. I love doing portraits. I wouldn't do it if I didn't. But I want to do more of that. So I need to, make that my focus. But I don't want to lose the ideas that I might have for my secondary things, like my collage cards or, um, anything to do with, my color books or anything else. Then I don't want to lose the information that I might come across or things I want to remember for those secondary art projects. But I want to keep my focus on one or two things. Let me take a sip of coffee. Then number three is mind maps, lists, and charts. So that's anything that you just want to mind map, free think, whatever you just want to, or if you want to make specific lists and charts, but anything you just want to kind of like uh, let yourself wander and think about um, whatever, and it's going to be very specific to what you might be doing. I can't really tell you, like my mind maps, lists, and charts might be totally different than what you use yours for. If you're a card maker and you need new lists for ideas for cards or something like that, it's going to be different than like what I might be thinking mind mapping out for some collage fantasy animals. So it has to be what your focus is. Although I try to tell you different ways and ideas to use in your idea. For instance, back when I thought I would be fun to make a lot of cards, maybe 10 years ago, really before, well, even longer than that. I said, oh, I think I'd really like, I think it was like when I first discovered Mary Englebright. So that would have been 20 years ago, maybe a little longer because her book came out 20 years ago. So it'd probably even be longer than that. I said, oh, I'd love to be a card maker like Mary Englebright. This is before I figured out I don't like making cards. I love the art on the cards is what I liked. But I didn't realize that at the time. I thought, oh, I would love to make cards, greeting cards. But what in truth was I would like to make art that went on cards, not the cards themselves. So what I did is I went to Hallmark and with a pen, pencil and paper, and I wrote down every single topic that they had. I mean, like if they had wedding, birthday, anniversary, Christmas, Easter. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head what kind, every single kind of greeting card there was. So I started with that. I started with the list. I always start with the list. And I found out every single kind of greeting card you could possibly ever make. Rest in peace, baby births, everything. And I probably had 50 kinds. I don't even remember now. I don't have them in here. I should, but it was so long ago. I don't even know what that happened to that list. It's probably in one of my molies. So what I'm trying to get at though is you can do your list, your charts, your research. I think I even have I have references now, sources, but you could have research. It could be whatever you use a lot of. You just need to write it down, unless you're Eileen. But that using Google, Eileen, to mind map doesn't use your brain. Oh my gosh. Eileen said, I'm so bad with mind mapping. I just use Google. That's a problem these days. Nobody's thinking. Nobody's thinking. So we have your main art, your secondary art, mind maps, lists and charts, supplies and tools, techniques, tips, tricks, and techniques. That will be something I'll keep in here. All right, where's a pen? Do I have a pen right here? I think I moved them all off this table. Okay, so mind maps and lists and charts, that is one thing I'll want to concentrate in the new book. Supplies and tools will stay in here. Techniques, tips, and tricks will stay in here. Color is moving over here. Now, when I say moving, I will duplicate my ideas, the main ones that I want to carry over. I won't redo everything in here. I'll draw from it. I'll pick out the nectar out of this and put it in my this year book. Okay? Topics, words, and themes, that will go over here. Plans, projects, and to do, that'll stay in here. Sources, online books, and online friends, that'll stay in here. References, current and historical, that can go either way because I do use both. I mean, I'll use both, but I won't take every single reference that I have in here, historical or current, and move it. I will just draw from, I'll read my notes, pick out what I think I'm going to use or want to remember this year, and move that over into this book. I know it sounds like a lot, but for me, it's not just the doing of the list and the charts and the list and the maps and the whatever. It's the thinking that I enjoy. I like the thinking process. I like the analyzing of it. I like trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. How am I going to use these things? How am I going to incorporate it in this project or that? Take one project and map it out. I mean, I enjoy the process, and I say that all the time. I love the end product. Like I do a portrait or something, I love the end product, but I love the process and the analyzing and the working it out. I love the whole process of all of it. I like thinking. So anyway, this is just my basic list. You could break this down into more. You could add in here your organizing with Sister Woman and Darcy and the Scrappy Camper Sisters. Come Clean 2016. You could put your pages in here. Any of that. It's just whatever's going to work for you. Hey, Colleen, bye and hi. I didn't even see you come in. Or maybe I thought you weren't leaving. So that is my big binder here. And so I will, and the other thing I was going to show you is I took all the like here's my Salvador Dali one. They're like note cards in the shape of the body, but I use them as bookmarks. But it comes with stickers and everything. I'm not using the stickers right now. I kept all the stickers with the little belly band that was around each one so that I know which sticker goes with which little figure. But I'm going to keep those over here because I just don't need them right now. Okay, so let me move over to the new one. Any questions? I can't think. I have to borrow the master. Yes, don't ever think you can't think. You can think. Everybody can think, but thinking is different than just like things floating in your head. When things are just floating around in your head, that's not thinking. Well, I'm not going to get into that right now. Okay, so all right, so my new book, I started with one of the new Flow cards that was in the new Flow magazine, along with I think about 8 other cardstock drawings and illustrations that were in the new Flow, which is, let me show this one. This is the new Flow magazine. That's the newest issue, I should say. And I cut out all the cards. So I was like 10 or 12 different cardstock illustrations in here. And I picked out about 8 of my favorites. Well, it might be 10 because including the front and covers here. Mailed a Happy Mail last week. Okay, well, it hasn't got here yet, Iffy. I mean, I did get the Christmas card, but I haven't got anything else. What did you mail? What did you mail? Did I get something from you? I'm just not remembering, Iffy. Hang on. No, the last thing I think I got Happy Mail wise, other than a card, was Scrappy Pat, which I showed last week. So no, it hasn't come yet. Yeah, yeah, I'm the same way, Sarah. I like to write mind map, chart, list, whatever's coming to my mind. I can start, working out ideas that way. So what I did take out of the other notebook were my two. These are some. I never used these last. Well, I since I never. I did put some things. I glued a couple of things in them, but I didn't use these moles. These were specialty moleskines, moleskins, whichever you want to call it. That the covers were designed by students, and I can't even remember where. But they were designed. They're soft cover. They're oversized. Let me tell you, where's my ruler? They are, and I bought them in a set. It was in a set. They're soft cover. They're sewn bound, and I forgot how much they were now. 8.5. Is it 8.5 by 11? Yeah, they're 8.5 by 11. It came two in a set, and they're creamed lined paper. Okay, and it's the thin kind of paper. It's not. It's like the Molly's sketchbook paper, the thin kind. I think it's a sketchbook one that's a thin one. I don't remember which one, but it's the thin kind. And it's lined. So it's basically like a Molly's version of a composition book, although it's just a little bigger because composition books, let me see here, are a little bit smaller. Yeah, composition books. Here's a pink one. Composition books are like 7.5 by just under 9 3/4. Well, here it is. 9 3/4 by 7.5. Anyway, so they're a little bigger than that, but they're soft paper. Well, anyway, I had stuck these to use in my other big 3-ring binder, but I never used them. I just used other things, like adorables and little books and smaller mollies that I carried around. But I had them in there, but I wasn't using them. So what I did, all I had done, let me just show you this page. On the inside cover, and I think it was, I don't even remember if it was a flow. I think it was a flow, could have been a Somerset, I don't remember. But it was all these hand carved stamps. And I think they were all by different people, could have been by one person, I don't remember. But I loved the stamps. Is this her name? It's backwards, so I'd have to think of it back. I mean, I have to read it backwards. Anyway, I think it might even be in Dutch. So I think it was in Flow magazine. So I think the person that did this was it was in a Flow magazine. But these are all hand carved stamps. I love the way it looked. I mean, I've carved my share. I've carved my share of hand carved stamps. But I just loved the way this looked. Look at that awesomeness. just the awesomeness of all those hand carved stamps. I just loved it. So I kept it. So I glued it in the front cover. And that's as far as I got in these books. And this was probably like a year ago, at least a year, maybe longer, that I cut this out. But look at this. Look, there's a Ferris wheel, there's a Skelly, there's some little buildings. So just this right here is inspiration to me. Whether I never carve another hand carved stamp again, it was just so awesome. Let me make sure my chat's scrolling. Hang on. Let me put a test in there because I haven't seen it move for a second. I should press the button to buy. Yeah, exactly, Eileen. I know. But I mean, it was just all so awesome. Every one of those. Thanks, Eileen. Look at the little bird, the little rabbit. It's just all so cute. And these are all hand carved stamps. So I had glued this in the cover of this one, of the gray one. Okay, yeah. So they're just awesome. They have the cool typewriter on the back. So what I said, I'm going to use it. So how am I going to use it? I got to do something with the very first page. So I glued in some things here. These are some typography cards that were from, I think, Graphic 45. They're like little not chipboard, but cardstock, you know. So I just glued those in. Then if y'all remember, in the Flow magazine, they had this page with all these art supplies. Like here's the spray varnish, some cellophane tape, the paint, the pastels, the ink. So I cut a bunch of them out. I still haven't even cut them all out yet. Here's the scissors. Haven't cut that out. And here's the dust brusher and a pen. So I cut a bunch of those out and put them here because I want to use this. And if I don't glue something in it, draw something, scribble something, write something, doodle something, I won't use it because it's new. And I don't know what I want to do with it. So I determined I'm going to use that. So yes, exactly. It's inspirational. This is one of my hand carved bee stamps. So that's one of my own hand carved stamps. So I thought, and I put that in there. This is just a set, an stamp set that had the pen and the black ink. So I just put that in there. All the rest of this is cutouts. And I'll put my name right there. So I'll probably do that in calligraphy. Maybe I should do that right now. I'll put my name in calligraphy right there and the date for the year. So I will use it. But I'm going to keep these two things in here to do. Even if it's just a glue book, even if I just use these as a glue book, I'm going to use them because I'm tired of them just sitting in the other notebook because I bought them because I love the looks of them. Okay, so, and then as I was showing you the Project Life cards, I said, I love this one. Don't quit your daydream. I want to put that as like one of the next pages. So on the inside here, I took all the little people out of their little plastic. Again, I'm going to use them. I took them out of their little plastic, even though I did not I'm not pulling the stickers over here yet. I'm not going to go through all those stickers with all their quotes. I did keep their little belly bands on each one so that I know whose quotes go with what. So here's it's just a little card. It's just a little Frida card, but it has a little information on her. And most of the ones that I got, this one Miss Martha sent me, but most of the ones that I got at the High Museum in Atlanta. So I'm just going to keep Miss Frida there. And I put Mona right there on the cover. She's just stuck in there she's stuck here on top of this pretty flow illustration. Okay, what material did you use to carve your stamp? It was let me see if I can find the actual, well, I'd have to move the tripod and I don't want to do that. It's that white, soft, some of them I use the little white erasers. The little magic rubs, if they're small, it's the little magic rub. Like the bee, it's the white, soft, carvable stuff that you get in the carving section. I don't even know, it's rubber. It's like rubbery. Let me see if I have anywhere I can just not move the tripod. Hang on, guys. Let's see if I can find one. I don't know what it's called. All right, here's some. It's this stuff. It's this flexible rubber stuff, and it comes in a block about this big. I think you can get different sizes, but these are blocks about 5 by 7, and it's thick, so you could actually carve on both sides. So this is what is that on there? I don't even know. I can't tell without the ink on it. But anyway, and so you can carve on both sides. So this is the stuff. It's over in the carving set, like at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. It'll be over with the carving tool. Where's my carving tool? I'm looking, guys. I can't. Oh, it's behind the tripod too. Here, let me try to go under without knocking y'all over. Hang on. Whoops, I know I'm bumping it. Where's the tool? Where's the things here? Where's the tool? Hang on. Okay, here we go. This. Sorry, guys. I had to go under the tripod. It's one of these, and it comes with a spot to put the little blades in, but I don't like to put the blades in there because when you put the blades in there and you're working, it rattles. So in other words, like if you keep the blades like they're supposed to be kept in the handle, like that. Okay, if you keep them in there, they rattle. I can't carve when I hear that. Yeah, speedball. Yeah, and this might be speedball too. I know this. You can buy this in red, gray, and white. The white to me is the softest I found. That's why I buy the white Magic Rub erasers, and you can buy a pack of 12. Like, well, I used to. I don't know anymore. I haven't looked for a long time, but you can buy a pack of 12 at Staples. They were real inexpensive when I bought them. I don't know how much they are now, but they're the Magic Rub. They're the white ones, the white plastic ones. And it's kind of like the same stuff as this. Okay. And this may be Speedball. This is Speedball. I don't know if this is Speedball. So anyway, and all you do is it comes with different blades. And it's just like an X-Acto knife, basically, where you just kind of put it in the thing there. Just the wrong way. No, it's the right way. And then you tighten it up like you would a what do you call it, X-Acto knife, and you carve with it. And there's all different sizes. So let's loosen that up. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay. So anyway, I got a few different ones. But I haven't done any carving for a while. But so out of the way. So I keep them in a little thing like this instead of in the actual Speedball. Come on, lid, go back on. There we go. Okay, so bye, Trina. So what I did here, this is again one of the Flow magazine perforated cardstock illustrations in the magazine. So I put that in there, and I'll show you the ones that I put in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tab them. I'll tab them myself with my own tabs and use these as dividers. So that's as far as I've really got on this so far, but I'll show you what I have in here that's pretty. Oh, and then I also put the one of these little cutouts that has the glue. I put that on the side there because you can remove these. You can remove the little tabs in there. Okay. So, bye, Kathleen. So these are the ones that I cut out of the Flow magazine. And again, sorry, guys, it's really wanting to flash out. I won't probably sit over on this table again. I just wanted to give it a try with the daylight, but it's not working. So, but you don't know till you try. So we'll go back to 5 lamps. So these are the 8 or so that I picked out of the Flow magazine. Again, they're all cardstock. So what I'll do is I'll tab them and make them my own. And use those, remember the topics that I told you, like charts, maps, not techniques, color, and the different ones that I want to use. These will be my dividers. Okay, thanks, Lynn. I'm almost done. I don't even know. Let me see how much time. Yeah, I'm almost done. I just wanted to wrap up showing you my new binder for the year. So these have coffee cups all over them. And then here, this looks really kind of creepy, but these are all my people. So I just put them all in a plastic sleeve for now because you saw I put Frida here. I put Mona on the front. And so these are all the other people that I have that I've collected. So I'll just show them to you. Let me show you my paper dolls. So I have Salvador Dali. And again, it has a little, write-up about him. And I actually got this one, I think, at the Salvador Dali Museum. Annie Oakley, again at the museum. Sherlock Holmes. What's his name? Frank Lloyd Wright, architect. I know they're flashing out, guys. You're probably not even getting to see them much. Hang on. Let me fix this real quick because it's really aggravating me that it's all so flashed out. Let me autofocus it again. Come on, focus. There. Uh-oh. What did I just throw down on the floor? Oh, my ruler fell off the table. Good grief. All right. Well, we're almost done. Edgar Allan Poe. I have a gang. This is my gang. I think it's Monet. Yeah, Monet. Picasso. And this was Sitting Bull, who was part of the Annie Oakley. This was, at the museum, they had the Annie Oakley. And, yeah, so this was part of the High Museum's exhibit. And so, yeah, so those are all my peeps. That's my gang. Those are my peeps. And I tried to put them all in here so that they're all peeking around each other. So I could see all of them. So let me show you here. Yeah. I had them all so they're all peeking around. Like that. Come on, Salvador. There we go. So something like that. You saw the half-price bookstore? Okay, yeah. They're like between $3 and $4 each. And I just collect them every time I go to the museum. They'd have different ones, So I just get different ones, except for Frida, which that's the one Martha sent me. So yeah, so that's as far as I got. And I got some white, blank paper in here to work on. So that's as far as I got in this notebook for the year. But anyway, so you see I got plenty of room in there. Plenty of room. So that's my projects for the year that I planned. And again, where's my, Miss Vicky? This is part 2. Again, that shows up a little better here now, the color. And I'll photograph her. I got to work a little bit longer on the face. So sometime today, I'll finish her up and post a picture of her. But you can kind of see there. There's our Miss Vicky. Miss Vicky B. I will just take a picture of this just to put on YouTube. But I'll photograph the actual finished picture later on. So Frida wants to be alone. Maybe I'll put Salvador Dali in there with her. So anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I hope you got some inspiration and some ideas and, all that, as usual. Julie says, I used to be in a gang too. It was called 4-H. Thanks, Lindsay. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for being here. And, just being Monday, I don't know. I might try to stream later in the week. My daughter, Annie, and Dan and Logan, my grandson, they're all coming on Friday, but it probably won't be till like late afternoon, evening. I'm not sure the exact time. But it'll be Friday, and maybe they don't leave till Tuesday, like at 5 o'clock Tuesday morning. So maybe I can get her to stream with me on Monday. I can't promise. But in the meantime, as long as I get everything done and ready for them to come on Friday, then I'll try to squeeze in a stream during the week. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks for being here. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Sorry for all the weird lighting, but I wanted to test out some daylight. But I'm moving back to the other table. Just saying. Okay? All right, guys. Well, we'll see you all around the net. All right, guys. Bye.